Welcome to A Shot of Rock. I am your host, Alex, and I am here with Vyces.
Hey, Devin.
Good. How are you guys doing today?
Good. It's just a little bit hot out here.
Yeah. It should be at least a little cooler when you guys go on. Hopefully.
Bearing it through the day. We're getting through.
We're getting there. All right, so how's the tour been so far?
Fantastic. Awesome crowds. Great response. We can't complain.
Yeah, it's been excellent. We're excited to be back here. It's been like a year since we've been in Waterloo almost, so we're like super pumped to be back here.
Nice.
Absolutely.
All right, I know you guys started on a festival. How did that set off the mood for the entire tour?
Well, there was no pressure there. We were only in front of 3,000 or 4,000 people, for the first show of 2018. But you know what? We prepared ourselves and went out there and did our job. And I'll tell you what, the response was fantastic, and the just the opportunity to be there was awesome. So I can't complain.
And it definitely sets up a lot for the future too, where we realize we can be in situations like that and rise to the occasion, which was very special for all of us.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely.
Have you guys played at festivals before, or was that your...
We've done festivals before, but not on that level.
Yeah.
Being able to say that we, technically opened for a Perfect Circle is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's something to add to check off on the mark.
Yeah, right.
The bucket list.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys have some new music out, but you're planning on putting out the whole CD at the end of the summer. Is that the plan, or?
Actually, we got the green light to put out a new EP, which will be Angels. Will be the follow-up to Devils, and we're going to be doing that probably mid-July. So, we actually have like 25 to 30 songs written and recorded, all ready to go. But we're still shopping, we're still doing our stuff, but we actually sold out of all of our CDs. So now we want to be able to put something else out when we're on the road. So and you know what? It's time for new music. So
yeah.
We're sitting on these like this fire. It's just like
we're like drop boxing our life away here.
Yeah.
So how are you shopping it around? Like, what are you doing?
Management's doing all that, you know. We've got a really great management team. Actually, just the whole Vyces team, period, is awesome. We got an awesome producer, an awesome guy that does our videos, lawyer, radio guy, management, graphic design. You name it. We've got the whole package right now. And we're willing to go do the work and everything like that. So it's just at that last step, to get that label interested. So
is there anything in particular you're looking for in a label, or?
For us, we just want somebody that's willing to they want to put in what we're going to be putting in as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? We want someone to care about it. Yeah. I know those deals are out there still, but we definitely don't want to just send our music to somebody that's gonna sink or swim kind of thing. We want somebody to be. Let's go do the work. Let's make this a thing. So.
And we're real patient about it, because even without the label, we're still going to be out there touring. We're still going to be out there putting out music. We're still going to be out there putting out music videos.
Absolutely.
Right.
So we're not like just throwing all the cards on the table and saying, hey, please take us. It's just kind of like, but we're just being very strategic about it, and we want to do it right. We want to make it best for both parties. It's not just what we think.
Right.
It's a we situation, not an I situation. So, and that's what we're looking for, and we're going to keep doing the work.
Good. And you mentioned your video guy, Ron Thunderwood.
Yeah, the best.
Named him. How did you guys meet him? Were you on tour with Nine Electric? Is that how you met him, or?
Ron. Man, I know.
Well,
I feel like
we've all met him at different times. I played many shows with Nine Electric. I played many bands in LA, so I met him a number of times. And Ron got involved. But one of the guys that was in our band had actually reached out to him and got him into the situation. He met Dave, and Dave and Ron are very good creatively, come together like musicians do, writing music and stuff. So it kind of really worked out. Everything just kind of lined up. And Ron's one of those guys like Glenn and Gus and Eric and everyone else that just care about it, and that's why it comes out the way it does.
Yeah, everybody's looking at the bigger picture, which is great. And what I really enjoyed about working with Ron is I would sit there and spit out all these ideas. I'm a real visual person. And it was just fun that Ron understood everything I said. Because if anybody sat and listened to a conversation between me and Ron talking about a video and how it comes together, we would sound like two total lunatics. It's like describing a nightmare to somebody, because it may be scary to you, but it's probably not scary to somebody else. Like, oh man, it's crazy. I fell in this big bed of like marshmallows or something, and I drowned. And then everybody's like, huh, that's not scary at all.
No,
but like, so,
but it's a great idea.
But I'll say all this stuff to Ron, and he knows exactly what I'm saying. And the Devil video that we did first came out fantastic. But when we did the Nocturnal video, that was exactly how I had envisioned it. It was exactly how he envisioned it coming out. So it was like we connected on that level. And then this new video that we just put out recently for Thin Luck, our current single, same thing. Where I'm just like, boom, that's exactly what I was talking about. So being able to connect with him on that level visually is such a huge deal, because I know what I'm going for, and he seems to know what I'm going for as well. So it's very cool.
So you said that all the videos just seem to be more and more exactly what you want. How did you describe Thin Luck to him? Like, I want to know if you're going to say
I'll tell you what, honestly, Thin Luck's all about toxic relationships. It's all about, it's a song that a lot of people can relate to, whether it be work, with a relationship with somebody else. It's all different kinds of things where you just kind of get comfortable somewhere and you're just miserable. I mean, you just don't know how to get out of it, and you're just stuck.
Yep.
So with the Thin Luck video, I wanted to put out, basically I wanted to do kind of like a horror / like graphic novel-ish kind of looking video.
Yep. And
because with music videos, man, I mean, I don't want to just put out a rock out video. I want people to watch this stuff again. You know what I mean? Like, what was cool about that? So we really just dove in and started figuring things out, and we decided to make it a little post-apocalyptic, where we got a scavenger kind of going around like that's his thing. Like he's in this world now, so he's like, that's his toxic relationship. Like, he has to do this.
Yeah.
And eventually he gets brought to the other side, and because he basically goes into a haunted house. You're not supposed to be in those. It's not supposed to be in those. But it was really cool just to be able to go through the whole thing, and there's it was just fun with Ron because he was able to make it all come visually alive. So
very nice, very nice. Okay, so how did you go about writing Thin Luck? Like, what is your writing process basically in general when it comes to your songs?
A lot with this band. I've been writing a lot of my melodies first. So, I write most of my music, like most of my vocals and melodies between 3 and 5 a.m. in the morning. Like, it's just when I wake up, and it's just like the best time. There's nothing else. It's silent. It's like I've got all these ideas, and then I can't go back to sleep afterwards. I got to make sure that they didn't suck, before I go to bed. But I'll come to the guys with the melodies, because I already know the melodies are strong. If they're in my head for more than a week, that's when I start bringing them to people. I'm like, all right, we've got these melodies. So then we'll write skeletons of songs together. We'll put the rest of the stuff together, and we'll figure out exactly what the song needs to be. I got a million subjects I like writing around, and I don't want them all to be the same. So that's kind of how we've been really writing our songs, which I think is great. Because my old bands, I used to write all the music first, and then we would try to fit stuff in there, and it was just kind of like a crapshoot. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, oh, okay, well, that was good. But now we're doing it the other way around. It's made me a better musician, because we have to put all this stuff together,
Yeah, and it comes from every which direction too, because like he was saying, with his vocal melodies, once you have it and you know that it's good, it's really easy to put music around it. It's never a headache to write music in this band. Luckily everyone is kind of like, no one comes in with demoitis saying it has to be this way, and no, this riff is the right riff, or we have our producer Gus. He brings a lot to the table too. He's like the fifth member of the band. And it's like he'll have ideas. We have ideas that we're like, oh, this is what we want to do, and it works, and then he'll help us mold it. And there's times where he'll walk in and be like, dude, check this out, and it's just like, oh, that's awesome too, and then we'll roll that way, So we kind of work it as a team. We don't really kind of work it as in it has to be a certain thing. We walk into it. How do we walk out of the room where everyone's high-fiving and saying we got the best song possible?
Right.
At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Good songs is where it's at, and Gus had a very, very heavy hand in the Thin Luck process. So
absolutely.
Very nice. Okay, so I know you guys, a lot of the stuff we've talked about so far has been like, you have to have your patience and you got to work things through. Well, you guys were together as a band for 2 years before you started touring, right?
Yeah.
Why did that seem just like the right thing to do, was to go that 2 years?
Well, I feel like when you're writing music with other people for the first time, your first 8 to 10 songs are going to be one person's idea or another person's idea. It's not going to be the band's idea. So you never really develop the band's sound until you figure out what everybody's strengths are, because then all of a sudden you start writing for him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whether he's writing a song or whether I'm writing a song, I'm starting to write to his strengths, and I'm like writing to Sean's strengths, writing to Andrew's strengths, you know, and then vice versa, you know, because we know what we're all capable of doing, and that's when we feel like the music actually starts putting together. So not playing shows for 2 years. We wanted to put the brand together. We wanted to get the music together. We wanted to make sure that we had a product that was worth just going out, not just to go out and just do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
We've been in bands like that before.
We've all been in bands, yeah, and done things before. So we wanted to take everything that we learned as mistakes and grow from those and try to come out and do the most right thing as possible in this band, you know. And Dave was flying out every other week to LA from Chicago for 2 years straight, just, you know, really focused on trying to write. We got with Gus and just started, you know, hashing out ideas like he said, you know, until we felt like the brand and the band was ready to be presented as Vyces, you know. And now it was like we put out something and then a year later going, oh, well, no, that was stuff we wrote a year ago. You know, we want stuff to be ageless and timeless as much as possible to us. And luckily that's how it's been. I mean, we've got songs that'll be coming out that we wrote 4 years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
To everyone else that'd be new, but to us it's like, you know, they're older, but still they carry that weight. When I can listen to stuff now that we did a while back, I'm like, damn, this is awesome. You know, I've had other bands where it's like 6 months goes by, I'm like, damn, we suck.
Damn, I hate this fucking song. I don't want to play this tonight.
You know, luckily that doesn't happen here, so that's good.
Good. Okay, so we're gonna go into random ass questions. I apologize, these are weird. I totally did not steal them from that metal show. Okay,
right on.
So first album you've ever purchased?
First album I ever purchased.
Yep.
On CD, Queen, the Highlander soundtrack. Woo!
That's great.
There you go.
I don't remember the first CD I purchased, but I remember the first CD that I stole.
That counts.
Which was Open Up and Say Out from Poison. I begged my mom to buy it and she wouldn't buy it, and I was like, I'm leaving with this shit. So I wound up stealing it. So Brett Michaels, Ricky Rocket, I owe you guys a drink when I meet you. Apologize about that. Hopefully it didn't affect your finances. But that was my first that I had in my possession.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. First song you learned to play?
Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne.
Nice.
Dr. Feelgood, Motley Crue.
Nice. All right. Best concert you've ever been to?
System of a Down.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I've heard that one a lot.
Every Tool concert I've ever been to.
I've heard that one a lot too. All right. Favorite venue to play with, if I could spit out the question?
Favorite venue to play? I would have to say Machine Shop.
I'm gonna have to go there too. That one's
Machine Shop in Flint, Michigan.
I mean, we love that place. We love playing everywhere, man. But there's a point in time sometimes where you walk in a building and you can feel the spirit of rock and roll in the room.
Yeah,
it's always at the Machine Shop. That's for sure.
I want to see that so bad, but last time I was the only time I was in Michigan was at a festival, so I didn't have time.
Okay. Check it out.
Yeah. One of these times I will be able to. All right. One band you wish that you could tour with, but you haven't yet.
I'd really like to go out with Breaking Benjamin.
That'd be good.
Yeah. I dig everything they do. So.
Yeah, that would actually be a really good one too. I would love it about Breaking Benjamin. I love that band. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely. Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Biggest pet peeve. Gotta throw in the random shit. Doesn't have to be about the genre. It can be about music. It can be about
my own laundry. Right now.
Oh man, my wife not taking the garbage out, man. I can't handle that shit. That's her thing, man. But you know what? That's the only thing. I'm good. It's in a good spot.
I can understand that one.
She just won't do it. I'm sure I do some pretty gnarly shit though too.
Oh, we all do.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I just turn my head and just take it out.
Time to go to work.
My old roommate stir-fried everything, but never cleaned off the stove. Everything in the kitchen was covered in like a layer of grease that you could just like. So I dropped like a fry when I was getting it out of the oven, but then like it would fall on the counter. If it falls on the counter, you just shove it in your mouth and eat it, right? No, I have to throw it away because I don't know what's on it.
Yeah, because you don't know what's on there. Yeah.
It's gross. It's going to hit you, Jake. Are you afraid? There's a truck. There you go. Okay. Jake, throw in one. Camera bitch.
Shit.
Random ass question.
Called camera bitch.
Or a random ass question. Which you gonna do, Jake?
Got this, dude.
You can do this.
Favorite horror movie? Yeah.
Favorite horror movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a real good one.
100% chance Jake has seen it.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm gonna say Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, and the reason why I say that is because the first time I ever saw a horror movie in my entire life, and it scared me so bad that I could not sleep on a waterbed for like years at all.
That's beautiful.
I think my favorite horror movie is Silver Bullet. It's my favorite werewolf movie ever.
Jake, have you seen it?
Fuck yeah, I have.
Jake knows every scary movie. If you wish to test him, let me know. I will throw him some questions. More than likely, he has. He's seen all the shitty, scary movies. And he's made me watch them. Good friend watching that shit with you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Right?
I like Jake.
Jake's good shit. Jake's good shit.
Cheers, Jake.
But we yell "God damn it, Jake" a lot. It's the phrase. I'm gonna make you a shirt before I quit my job that says "God damn it, Jake."
Perfect.
It'll be
We're
great.
gonna be hearing this all night. Now that we know.
Yeah.
Jake.
It's
God
goddamn
damn
Jake.
Jake.
Say that on stage.
Yeah. Where's goddamn Jake when you need him?
Damn it, Jake. Where the hell are you?
It'll be beautiful.
My shots at.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the last question I always ask. What is one piece of advice you would give other bands?
Like new bands? Or,
Yeah. Or any type of band. But yeah, new bands.
Just don't take no for an answer, and just keep at it. I mean, if you, it's a difference between liking something and loving it. If you love it, then full steam ahead. If you don't, if you gotta have any hesitations, then don't do it.
And I would say, like, it's easy to, especially when you're traveling, times get tough, people get tired, people get grouchy and stuff like that. But the main thing on that aspect is you have to have like a mutual respect for each other. It's just like in a relationship with a significant other, there's going to be things you're going to have pet peeves about. There's going to be things that you don't agree with, band decisions and whatnot. But at the end of the day, when you think about what's most important, you let that shine first. Don't put yourself first, put the project first.
Good. I like it. All
If
right.
you're into the project.
Right. I mean, if you're not, then
If you're not, then get the hell out of there.
If you're just
do
in
it.
like a small band like Motley Crue.
Yeah, if you're like a little band like Motley Crue, then
big deal.
what are you going to do? Just kidding.
That's his favorite band, dude. Let's give him shit.
I was so pissed I didn't see them when they were here, when they were in Des Moines, and it was on the last tour, and I'm like, God damn
They
it!
put on,
That was fire, man.
Yeah.
Both
It was awesome, man.
Yeah.
It was super kick-ass.
Yeah.
I think I cried the first time when I was like, I can't go to Motley Crue. I was really sad.
That's a good reason to be sad.
Really sad. Okay, so let's throw in something random to end on, since we had a high note there for a second. One song you wish you wrote.
One song I wish I wrote.
Yes.
Wow, that's a good question.
That is a very good
It's a
question.
really good question. It's one of those like fuck questions.
I would say, like, for me, if there was one song, I would say Pantera's Walk.
That's gonna be mine.
Because
Fuck you.
That was the very first song that I ever heard lyrically that really made you want to stand up and hit your chest and not put up with people's shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I've never heard that in music. And then just the way that music was actually drawn around, it was just real simple. Just, oh man, so powerful, man. You can hear that song anywhere and just want to get in a mosh pit. Even if you're at Toys R Us. Kid.
Yeah, watch out.
Let's go!
Out of the way, kid.
That's my
Shit,
choice.
man. I guess I would do Toto Africa. Just
Tom
because
George
I apparently
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a thing.
That's
That's a
our
thing now.
That's me and his thing.
That's
We said each other Toto shit all the time. It's so
That's
funny.
incredible.
I tagged him in something, and I think he shared it with you. It was,
Of course he did.
I think,
That's my karaoke song. Not
That's
even good at it.
Best performance ever.
Yeah.
all right, I kept you guys here long enough babbling with me.
We
So,
appreciate you having us out.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys talking to me. All right.
Thank you for meeting us in this parking lot. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
This beautiful parking lot right
Yeah.
now.
Careful
It's-
with our dressing
it's
room here.
beautiful.
Watch the fine
Yeah.
carpet.
We got to make sure that we break in there and make sure that we ride around those steamrollers later.
I am down. We've never done anything like that. All right.
That's
so,
terrible. You're gonna get arrested, but
Yeah.
That's
we
fine.
won't.
We'll all be we're gonna
you
run.
will.
I'm a little white girl. All right.
Fair enough.
All right. That's it for Shot Rock. I'm your host, Alex, and this has been my interview with Vyces, and we'll see you at the Rock Show.